The word marriage is a universal word that may have a different meaning for each individual. Many can agree marriage is a healthy union between a man and a woman. An ideal marriage is when both partners equally experience compassion, patience, and kindness, and satisfactory companionship with the love of their life. In today's society, there is a heated debate involving same-sex marriage and whether or not it is ethically and morally appropriate. Marriage is designed so that a man and a woman together can create a strong, healthy, and joyous home for themselves and their children. This is why it is important for a man and a woman to marry. Procreation is not the sole purpose of a marriage, but it is a big part of it. I support traditional marriage, and today I would like to discuss some of the reasons why. The main reasons I would like to discuss today are why men and women belong together, how children that are raised by same-sex couples can be neglected by a mother and what a father can offer them, and last, why the government should not be allowed to change the meaning of a traditional marriage for the select few. Men and women live together on earth, not just men and not just women. There is a reason for this. Men and women have different strengths that they can bring to their family. A family that has both a mother and a father can benefit from not only an abundance of caring, but also a diversity of care and love. If the mother and the father can depend on each other in the marriage, they will be more satisfied and be more willing to fulfill their roles as a parent. Daughters that are raised without a father have a higher chance of becoming sexually active at a young age, and children that are raised without a mother are withheld from the security and nurturing nature the mother can give them. There is also a higher chance that a child having homosexual tendencies if they are raised by a same-sex couple. If the same-sex gender cycle continues, the human population may decline. Same-sex marriage could give mixed feelings to the next generation that the opposite sex is unimportant or not needed, which is definitely not true. Same-sex marriage couples believe that society thinks that they cannot be good parents, but the National Organization for Marriage website has a rebuttal for this statement. Two men might be good fathers, but neither can be a mother. The ideal for children is the love of their own mother and father. No same-sex couple can provide that. In today's society, gay marriage has become more and more acceptable, even though homosexuality is not natural. With this being said, there is very little debate about the individuals being outstanding citizens and wonderful people. However, does that make it okay for them to be married and raise a family? Gay marriage is already legalized in 8 different U.S. states. Many say that same-sex gender couples should have the same rights and benefits as heterosexual marriage, but that simply defaces the meaning of traditional marriage and what it stands for. The divorce rate between a man and a woman are steadily increasing, and allowing same-sex marriage helps to increase that rate. Gay marriage supporters claim that same-sex marriage will boost the United States economy. That is not true. States that do not support same-sex marriage are significantly wealthier than the states that do support same-sex marriage. Same-sex supporters are now taking their issues to the House and Senate. But why should they be involved? The government didn't create traditional marriage. Therefore, why should they have a say-so in how it is defined? The government does have an obligation to protect the union of marriage, but not to change the meaning or tweak the rules a little. If the government was in the business of people-pleasing, they might as well legalize marijuana or allow adults to marry minors, because that is how some people choose to live their lifestyle. Maggie Gallagher is the conservative columnist who wrote a paper for the National Organization for Marriage. In her paper, she states, if encouraging mothers and fathers for children is the key part of marriage's public purpose, then same-sex couples simply do not fit. They are not marriages, and government should not force the wider society or third parties to change their views of marriage to accommodate the views of a fashionable left. Many same-sex supporters have a difficult time staying on topic when arguing about marriage. The conversation can talk from about the union of marriage to the gay rights to discrimination against them. Many traditional marriage supporters agree that one of the most important and effective sentences is, gay and lesbians have the right to live as they choose. They do not have the right to redefine marriage for all of us. Same-sex advocates like to compare interracial marriage with the same-sex marriage, but these two issues are unrelated. Interracial marriages do not remove the mother and the father from the scenario like same-sex marriage does. Same-gender attractions happen every day, but does this mean that one should act on their feelings? Is that the same as justifying an affair or a murder? Just because the individual has a feeling or an urge doesn't necessarily condone the action. And one must ask the question that if the feeling and urges are justifiable, then should the laws that govern crimes of passion also be rewritten? Everyone has the right to live a healthy and happy life, but the institution of marriage should not be broken, and the true meaning of marriage should not be altered. In short, the justification behind the support of same-sex marriage does not outweigh the fallout of redefining marriage.